My name's Ryan.
And my name's Brady. And today, that leads us... leads us into our topic for today, ASMR.
Or autonomous sensory meridian response. The weird tingling sensation you get when you listen to certain sounds.
Well, we didn't even need Google for that one. It's characterised by a static-like or tingling sensation on the skin that typically begins on the scalp and moves down the neck.
Yeah, it's supposed to relate back to the noises that you hear while you're in your mother's womb, apparently. I'm not sure how much truth there is to that.
There have been quite a lack of scientific studies done on it, but that is a theory, yeah. Some people refer to it as a head orgasm.
You would. Yeah, an eargasm.
Yeah.
It's experienced by about 1 in 5 people.
Yeah, 1 in 5. I don't know if it's 1 in 5 or if it just takes like a bit of time to find what triggers your response.
Yeah,
a lot of the time people will be like, they'll show you one video and 1 in 5 people might get it, but then they'll show you a different video and 3 out of 5 might get it.
Yeah, there might be some truth to that. I wasn't much of a fan of it. First time I heard it, that was enough for me. I didn't really like it. Well, at least 2 of the people in this room, there's 6 in here at the moment, and at least 2 of them experienced it, so that's 1 out of 3 for us.
Quick maths.
Put me in extension.
So, ASMR is typically triggered by a variety of things. It's mostly auditory triggers, but there has been evidence that visual triggers do exist, like calming hand movements, the kinetic sand videos that you see all over Instagram.
Oddly satisfying.
Yeah, visual ASMR.
Yeah, like those cutting and jelly videos and stuff like that.
So a few triggers include whispering, tapping,
rushing,
eating sounds.
Yeah, I was about to say there's even food noises, but I personally think they're dumb.
Yeah, that's kind of gross.
If you like food ASMR,
chewing in your ear,
just
the one for you.
Leave us a comment down below and we'll see what goes on. History of ASMR started in about 2007, but there are records of
there's
a little kid.
Sort of evidence of ASMR a while back. There was a book that I think was published just before World War II in the mid-1930s. And it describes a kid and his nurse, or like his maid, and the nurse was reading to him, and it said that the child had, it felt like water running down his spine or something like that. And so that's probably the earliest known record of what we think is ASMR.
Sounds something out of a horror movie, really.
Yeah, but we can't be too sure. Like I said, not too many scientific studies or information exists about the response. So
yeah, there's a couple of categories of ASMR. Usually food is probably one of the most well known.
And the most disgusting at the same time.
And then there's like tapping and sort of like percussion sounds.
Ear licking as well.
Yeah, whispering and kissing and stuff like that.
Role plays.
Which sort of brings us to the sexualization of
There are very many YouTubers, like, you see it in your recommended all the time, well, Angus would anyway, and they actually have quite a high count of subscribers, but they barely make any ad revenue because of how YouTube's guidelines and algorithms portray it as sexual. And to a degree, I suppose that's true. I mean, it's all over the internet. I believe it's on other sites like Pornhub and
things like that. I've never.
I mean, we've had researchers look into that.
Yeah, we've had Pablo tell us about that one.
I've never heard of anyone like getting off to ASMR, but
I doubt that.
You'll find that most ASMR artists, that's the term for people who make ASMR on various platforms, you'll find that most of them are actually female.
Yeah, that's true. About 90% of them are definitely chicks, yeah.
Although some good male ASMR artists do exist. But yeah, you'll find most of them female, and that can sort of play a role in sexualising it. Not being sexist, but that's sort of just how it is.
little halftime break.
Okay.
Half-time break.
Half-time break.
We'll be right
Someone
back.
bring. So our guest today is Pablo, a fellow student at our school, and we believe you experience ASMR to some degree, perhaps.
Yes.
What do you feel is some of the pros to it?
It's definitely relaxing. It's like what some people have with music, where they like just wind down to it at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Helps them fall asleep sometimes as well. Like if you have trouble sleeping, it just sort of puts you in that mood and like calms down your brain. You don't really have to think about anything else except like what you're listening to.
On that note, you'll find also that a lot of ASMR artists have links in their description boxes in their videos to sites like Beyond Blue, helplines, suicide helplines, which sort of suggest that a lot of people do listen to ASMR to suppress anxiety, depression, stress, all these things like that. So,
Which does take away from the sexualization point, but yeah.
It's still prevalent that the over-sexualization is starting or continuing to occur.
any cons, Pablo?
Probably only really like the negative stigma behind it. Like you tell people you listen to ASMR and they're like start tapping things around you or like whispering in your ear.
Yeah, weirdos and stuff, yeah.
But otherwise, I don't know, I guess some people just like don't like it. It's probably like bad if you fall asleep with headphones in your ear and you like wake up in the morning with headphones strangled around your neck. But yeah, there's not really that many cons of like listening to it.
Would it be bad in the sense that you might be addicted to it?
No.
No.
It's not like that.
Yeah.
It's
like
the same
music.
as like listening to music, like listening to your playlist, I'd say.
Yeah.
Is it in comparative to that, sort of?
Yeah, definitely. It's just like,
On another level.
yeah, something you listen to like for leisure.
Do you go back to like a certain person regularly, or do you listen to multiple ASMR artists?
Well, I'm always open for like listening to new ones. But yeah, there's a few like good creators, I guess. If you listen to certain YouTubers or like watch certain videos of theirs, you just have like the people that you like and the ones you know make good content.
So would you listen to the same video of ASMR like it would be your favourite song?
Yeah, there's like certain videos which just have good triggers, give you good tingles.
See, like I stick with the same triggers, but I tend to switch between ASMR. It's like I have probably 5 go-tos, and they all have basically the same triggers, but I'll switch between all 5 depending on my mood, sort of.
When you say find a trigger, would that be like it leads up and then you finally find it, or would it just be like the whole video sort of like
It's
consistent?
it's not like a climax kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's like it's not like extreme pleasure the whole video, but it's like a really nice, just like it's like really nice tingling just throughout the whole thing.
Yeah, and some people have like multiple triggers in their videos, and like a certain one comes on, and you're like, whoa, that feels good.
So it's like a bit of a rush, but other than that, it's a bit like consistent.
I wouldn't say a rush. I'd say more of a release.
Okay.
Yeah. Like when you finally step in bed at the end of the day and everything just sort of lets loose.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you've mentioned end of the day and moods. So does this always occur at the end of the day kind of thing, or is it if you're feeling mad, sad, down?
It's not something that's scheduled, and it's not. I wouldn't relate any one ASMR artist to any one of my moods. Feeling sad, I wouldn't go to an ASMR artist that I would go to all the time when I was sad.
Right.
And if I was feeling like really just stressed out, I'd normally just go to one YouTuber for stress, because stress isn't really an emotional thing. It's like physical tension, you know? So, yeah. And I wouldn't say that I like schedule ASMR. Like if I feel like it, I'll just listen to some. I don't go home every night and be like, oh, it's 8 o'clock, time to watch some ASMR.
Right.
ASMR o'clock.
Yeah. I'm sure a lot of people do that, but like, it's, I don't know. It's just something. It's not that important in my life. It's just like a way to sort of de-gas, you know.
Yeah.
When you think about it as ASMR comparative to music, would you like make your own ASMR, like sort of singing along to a song or something like that? Is there anything to do with that, or is that just different?
ASMR sort of, I find I get better like tingles if ASMR is rhythmic. Like people repeating words, people making the same sounds, making the same hand gestures, repetitive hand gestures. There's sort of a rhythm to it, like a beat that helps you get better tingles. So I suppose in that way it would sort of relate to music, and that sort of like tendency for humans to draw towards sounds that have a consistent sort of melody, if you like.
Yeah, that's what I saw. I saw this article about that's why pop songs are so successful today. It's because people like really focus on that repetitive rhythm.
The rhythm, yeah.
And it's also like you know what to expect, like you know what's going to come next, and that just sort of adds to it. So
I wouldn't feel as if like I could get triggers from my own ASMR though, or try to make it myself. It's definitely something you have to listen to someone else doing, and in the right environment. Someone like tapping on something in school wouldn't like trigger ASMR.
Yeah.
Well, going back to the platforms that it's cast on, there's also quite a few Twitch streamers that I've seen, and they actually have huge followings. Like I've seen streamers like Pokimane who have like a million plus. I mean, of course, that's mixed with she does video games and stuff as well. But I have seen multiple Twitch streamers that stream it, and because Twitch has a looser algorithm and doesn't really find it so sexual.
also with streaming though, there is the potential for I wouldn't say unpleasant, but I wouldn't think the ASMR would be as good because one,
it's live and it's in 1K.
it's a live stream, and two, there's the potential for unedited, loud sounds.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, so like a dog barking would interrupt the sort of session.
Whereas in a YouTube video, you could just edit that
you can
section
take as many takes as you want, upload it at your own speed. Yeah, I completely agree. Yeah.
Going back to when Pablo said the right environment, would that just be like you can only experience it like when you're just lying in bed or just like really relaxed, like sitting down at home?
It certainly helps. You could experience it anywhere, but like I wouldn't do it while I was working or at school or
It's not much of a physical environment. Like if you're lying down or standing up, it's more just if everything's quiet around you. Like you've really got to enjoy it and have like headphones on or earphones.
You can't be like out somewhere loud. Like you'd still get you'd still experience the triggers if you're out somewhere else and like not at home and stuff, but it wouldn't be as pleasant. And because you can't really focus on it, you wouldn't sort of you wouldn't experience it fully. You wouldn't sort of experience its potential, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that wraps up our podcast on ASMR. Thank you for listening to our first episode. Thank you for speaking with us, Pablo. We appreciate that.
Yeah, no worries.
So don't forget to like and subscribe. We really appreciate that.
Our Instagrams are in the description.
In the description as well as Pablo's. If you want to drop him a follow, and we'll see you guys next time.